Ladies and gentlemen, the official Atlantic Hurricane Season 2020 watch begins now. That's right, it's official. We now have a bogey we are tracking. You see, about 5 days ago, the greatest weatherman on the planet, Crankywxguy, alerted us to be on the watch for some type of cyclonic development in the middle of May. So, with that hint, I have been watching like a hawk. And even though the Atlantic hurricane season officially begins 1 month from today, me and the Weather Channel want to remind you it has officially started early for 5 straight years. So we have a lot of reasons to be on high alert for 2020. And so, yes, this is over 10 days out, which most weathermen would be like, don't even pay attention to anything beyond 5 days out. But that's not how I operate here at THORnews. We now have 2 runs that show cyclonic development in the exact time frame that Crankywxguy is talking about. And the one thing that really sets off my alarm bells here is all last year, we would get our hurricanes or cyclonic development in pairs. So when we got a cyclone on the Baja side, we would usually get some type of cyclone on the Atlantic side. And so this isn't the first model run to show this. This is the model run before the one I just showed you. And it shows our 2 areas of cyclonic formation developing. So that is fascinating. Now, I'm not dooming it up. I'm not saying this is going to hit. All I'm saying is that we definitely should be watching for what might happen in the middle of May. Because Crankywxguy was batted like 100 for 100 last season, dude. Okay. And so, we'll watch on this latest model run. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let me go backwards a little. Dude, okay, so watch it develops, and then it heads towards the coast, and then it stops, and then it turns and goes out to sea, and is a fish storm and threats nobody. And so, I'm just saying the official watch begins because we have cyclonic development happening. Is it going to be King Arthur? Because the first hurricane in the Atlantic is called Arthur. And I'm definitely going to be calling him King Arthur. And I'm already working on edited videos for King Arthur because I liked King Arthur as a kid, even though King Arthur was a bad king. So we're watching a lot of moisture develop in the Caribbean. And Dadabu, the Florida Wave Master, is also on high alert for watching out for possible development. And so there she is right there. And like I said, the 2 operate in tandem. Now, and then we get a magical goalie save again. And for the first time in 5 years of THORnews hurricane season, this is the first time I have no idea what's going to happen this season. As crazy it may sound, last year, I believe we had what I call the atmospheric defense team. Josh Morgerman, the hurricane man, 8 months after Hurricane Dorian and just before 2020 season starts, a quick reminder how lucky the United States of America got last summer. Without that hairpin turn, densely populated coast of southeast Florida would have experienced a cataclysm that would have made Andrew of 1992 seem tame. It was just offshore, and I don't know if you remember, Dorian, a Category 5, approached, and then it stopped on a wheel and spun there for a couple hours, and then it went north along the coast, and it didn't harm anyone in the United States. But people in the Bahamas got crushed. And so this is a population density map, and if Dorian would have come up under here, it wouldn't have done a lot of damage. The higher the chart, the more the population. And so that is why we are always on heavy watch for the East Coast during Atlantic season, because like 120 million people live along this area, which is in danger of getting hit by a hurricane. And so I will be on watch for you now and all through hurricane season. This was Dorian. Remember when it just popped, stopped, and locked it? It was really weird. And then it just went right up the coast, pretty much every other hurricane and tropical storm went right up the coast along the coastline and did no damage. And so my latest theory is that we do have people who are using geoengineering for defensive purposes to keep the population alive and safe. Also, we wouldn't have been able to run up to like 30,000 in the Dow Jones if the United States of America got hit by a couple hurricanes last year. And so to me, this year is a total crapshoot. Will we get hit by a bunch of hurricanes? I don't know. Will every single major hurricane come along the coast and then just go up the coast without hitting any of the major cities? I don't know. Hopefully we'll get a repeat of 2019 for the lower 48s, to where we'll see a lot of really cool hurricanes, but none of them, they'll get real close to the coast, but none of them will hit. But we're going to have to watch, and we're going to have to pay attention. And so now that we have the models starting to show activity in the time frame that Crankywxguy gave us, I'm going to be watching like a hawk. And, you know, those of us hurricane weenies, we love this stuff. And so now it's that time of the year where I'm going to be watching every single model run. And since it is 2020, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if we get a hurricane early on. I wouldn't even be surprised if we got a landfalling hurricane in May. Am I predicting it? No. I'm not doing that anymore. But I'm saying if we see one form, head towards the coast, and just bounce out, it's definitely worth watching. All right. I got 48 hours left in my monthly fundraiser that I do every single month so I can continue to be your planetary defense commander and dedicate my laser beam hyper focus to doing what I can to keep you guys safe and give you guys good information. And so I only have $550 more left to raise in that 48-hour period. If you'd like to contribute and donate to keep me on in May, because it's going to be an interesting May no matter what, you can send me a snail mail to TLewison 5430 Birdwood Road, number 416, Houston, Texas 77096. I got a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. Every single dollar helps. I only got $550 more to go, where then I can take 3 weeks off and not have to do any type of fundraisers till we do it all over again. But I do want to say thank you very much to Josephine and Maggie, my awesome sister, Lisa. I call her Valentine, and she calls me Ender. Jamming Julie, Jumpin' JL, Kick-Ass Carrie, Cool CAAS, Radical Rachel, Amazing Angela. What? I just hit a button. Awesome Ellie Squared, Super Good Glenda, the Super Texas Angel, Super Cool Mike, and very, very nice Nancy, and all of Asteroid Fight Club, and everyone out there who keeps me in your prayers and thoughts or just thinks cool things about me. I love all you guys, and I'm looking forward to bringing you the best hurricane information I can this year with my buddy Crankywxguy, because he's a cool dude. Yeah, although he's cranky sometimes, but that's part of his MO. So yeah, it's now that time where we watch, but hopefully we won't have a bad hurricane season. It's best to prepare for the worst and pray for the best. And 2020 has not been a party. Can you even imagine having a bad hurricane season this year on top of everything else? It's something to consider, man. All right. God bless everyone. Stay cool.